Here, Vincent?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay.
Yesterday stream I got 958 view.
Damn. Hell yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah, almost 1,000 view.
Damn. I think the most I had was that Final Fantasy 7. I forgot what play part I did in it, but it was the one that had like 200 views. It's got like 10
Wow.
likes on it.
I mean, I don't know how many view I need to get paid from YouTube.
Uh-huh.
It's only 30% now from the what do you call it? The threshold, the payment threshold.
Jesus Christ. 30%?
Yeah.
Screw that. I'll sit through Pioneer.
I need 70. I need 70 more, 70% more.
Yeah.
Get the pay by YouTube.
Oh.
I mean, the threshold is only $100. If you reach $100, you get paid by YouTube.
No.
So 30% from $100, I think my YouTube ad is only $30 now.
Right.
Let me check it. Let me check.
Are
But sometimes the report is too late. I need to wait until next month before they have the real report.
Yeah.
So until now, I only have let's see. Around $12.
Yeah.
So if that plus the $30, I have $42. So it's still halfway until I get paid by you.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. People say that for 1,000 view you get $1. So if that's correct, then I need for 100. I need 100,000 view to get paid.
Damn. Damn. Oh yeah, it is. Are you still streaming?
No, I'm stuck streaming.
Nah. I started mine. If you want to come check it out.
Oh, you start yours? Let's see.
Going back to that castle that those people were trying to kill me in when you came in last night.
Oh, there you are. Oh, I'm sleepy, but I need to eat first. I need to get something to eat.
Yeah.
I'll be back, but I will keep you stream on.
Okay.
You know, if there is more people in stream, it will invite more people.
Yeah.
If they see one watching,
Yeah.
then yeah, people will come.
Yeah.
Josh usually come, right?
Who's there?
Well done. Somehow I knew it would be you and Serana who found our moth priest.
I kind of wish Final Fantasy 15 is more like 12 in the side quest part.
Is it?
Yeah, the side quest in 12 is really fun.
Yes,
Yeah,
I see that.
even though
I
the
trust
story
his
is
capture was not
kinda
too difficult a task.
small, I mean short, like the kid that hiding because there's a ghost and we just kill the ghost and then he come out from his room. That kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
In 15, the hunt you just do the hunt and then you get money and that's done. Nothing. There's nothing else.
I wish I could have been there to hear the sounds of their screams.
I
Well,
mean, in
your
12,
thrall awaits,
after
and
you
we
did
have
that
given him
quest,
the
and
Elder
there's always
Scroll.
continuous quests like
Command him
the
to
kid
read
wants
it,
something
and
else,
let us
and
hear the
then
words of
the kid
prophecy
find the
together.
letters, and you know the
Uh-huh.
quest is always continuously. That what make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to try to get that.
you should get this. It's fun and well, it's not action game, so it's not like Skyrim where you can hit enemy.
Yeah.
It still has like cooldown time.
Yeah.
This time like yeah.
Yeah, I've seen on your stream how the style was. It looks like it's alright, nothing too hard.
The harder part is where you can the gambit system when I was the gambit system.
Yeah, yeah, when you was
When
choosing what to get.
yeah, the, from what you saw, can you understand it?
No, not really.
I mean, can you get the picture?
It looks like you were buying stuff to like where it said haste. If you would have bought that where you could cast haste, is that what that was?
Well,
Was it spells to unlock?
no, it's like how do you control your friend, your party member?
Oh.
Like when you want Ignis to heal you when your HP below 50%, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And you do it like you have to program them. I mean, you have to set them one by one, like in one gambit system.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and you see the requirement for the skill is a lot, like HP below 100%, HP below 90%, HP below 30%, or MP.
Yeah.
But it's up to you. What do you want to use? Like you can make one gambit where when your MP is under 50%, use Ether, something like that.
Yeah.
That's how the gambit system is.
Okay.
And you have to set them beforehand, like if in battle it's going to be too late, like when you set them on battle sometimes it's too late, like you die. I die a lot before, right?
Yeah.
You can see. Yeah, that's the hardest part.
Right.
Okay, I think I'm going to get something to eat.
Master,
Okay.
Later.
I have done as you
Alright,
asked
later.
and traveled here.
I'm still in the. I mean, I'm still in the.
Of course. What
in the
is it
party
that you need
message
me
and
to
chat,
do?
but I'm going to what do you call it? I'm going to put the microphone away, so.
Okay.
But I'm still here, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to leave the party.
Okay.
Ah, Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit, I am looking forward to this. Of course, Master. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow.
Yeah.
I know this
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah.
It is
Can you hear me?
Oriel.
Yeah.
Do you want to try the share play?
Yeah, we can.
Before
Bow.
I'm kind of
Now a
curious about the
voice
share play.
whispers,
Let's see if I
saying,
share my play.
among the night's children, a dread lord will
play.
rise. In an age of strife,
Okay.
when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light.
Alright, let me end my stream real quick so I can try it.
Night and the day will be as one.
Oh, do you? Yeah. I don't think I have it
Voice
myself.
fades and the
I think mine
Yeah, I
ran
don't
out.
have PlayStation Plus too. Well, okay then. Damn PlayStation, you just know how to make money.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, okay then. Okay then. I'm going to stop share play. But
Okay.
can you take it for me? No, you cannot take it, right? Do you have PlayStation Plus?
No, I don't think I do.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we can try it later then. Maybe someday I can have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, I'm going to go get something to eat. Later, Joe.
Alright, later.
words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient... the secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls. Greetings, Master. What do you need?
That was not as useful. Hello there. Even so, you did well.
The Dawn Guard have increased their operations and have been aggressively recruiting. We need to put a damper on their efforts and give those troublemakers something to worry about other than harassing. You are to make a public show of murdering someone. Do it in the streets for all to see. The higher the profile, the better. Always a pleasure to serve a fellow alchemist. All right, then.
That was not as useful as I would have. My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared. As for the other, the last that I heard, it was lost in the bowels of a Dwemer ruin. It seems our work is not yet done. But I have waited this long, and we are so very close now. I can wait a bit longer.
Hello there.
Do you need something?
Hello there.
Do you have a moment to talk? That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking. Didn't want that lot getting wind of it. Especially my father. You know, I've asked myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look. Trust me, I lived here a very long time and I know every nook and cranny. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. Come on, it's just around the side. The old water cistern. On some days, this would smell just... Where'd you come from? Done and done. Who's there? Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security. What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Yes? What did you need? Where'd you come from? That'll teach you. Yes? What did you need? Where'd you come from? Done and done. This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's... Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda. That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing. Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out. Look around for the missing crests. Even in this mess, they should stick out. If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place. If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place.
I'll be back, Vincent, in just 2 minutes. If you're there.
If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place. There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough. My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like? I know how that feels. I mean, I know it isn't the same thing, but I was a pretty lonely child myself. Not as much. Let's just keep going. If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place. Look around for the missing crests. Even in this mess, they should stick out. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. 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 I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Who's there? I knew it. Heard something? We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Who's there? We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Where'd you come from? Who's there? Done and done. Who's there? Oh no, you don't. That'll teach you. Where'd you come from? Done and done. We're getting close. I'm sure. We're getting close. I'm sure. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. 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 close. I'm sure of it.
Hello, welcome.
Who's there?
Just eat the crap.
Done and done. I don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. We're getting close, I'm sure.
Nobody wants to watch. That's cool. I'm still streaming. Hello.
We're getting close, I'm sure of it. Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be a bunch of items for alchemy up here. If I remember correct. Right up there.
Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up. Keep searching for her notes. She probably had a journal or something. Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Having trouble finding those ingredients? Having trouble finding those ingredients? Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Of course. What is it? I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost. Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then? All right. Here goes. Created a portal with a soul cave. Incredible.
to see the great dunes of Hammerfell once again.
So there's giants or something here. Like dragons.
Serana? Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you. You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. You survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana? The stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
If you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
knew I heard something. Kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Only a single spire remains. Be careful. I'm almost certain the final keeper will be prepared for this.
Vincent, are you there? Nope. We'll go down there.
Still up?
The sooner
Yo.
we get out of this place, the better.
What's up? Yeah, can you hear me? Okay. Oh, okay, cool.
You still streaming?
Yeah. Okay.
Who's there? The barrier should be gone now. Let's head back. could be doing this alone. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Dernevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. Wait. I hear something.
It's Dernevere. He's here. Where'd you come from?
Stay back! Stay back!
I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What do you think he's doing?
Forgive my astonishment. Volumes written on Dermot allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Yes. The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing Dermot has merely displaced Dernevir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself. Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Come on, she's leading us to the scroll.
What did you want?
I can't believe we found my mother alive. You know.
What did you want?
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way. I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold-Hearted. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition. I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only one I have. Did you have anything to ask before you depart? The Soul Care. I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place. I requested refuge in the Soul Care, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the same. If I had foreseen the value placed on my own soul, I would never. The Ideal Masters unleashed their killers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins. Unfortunately, yes. Since the Keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to reach. Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game. Each watching to see which would give in. know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the soul cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance. Thus, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the soul cairn. I believe there's more to it than that. I think they transcend what we perceive as physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence. Conduits, through which the ideal masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims. The ideal masters' weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the soul cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them. The ability to summon powerful undead creatures, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the ideal masters wind up here as harvested souls. Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sea. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition. If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated. I told you, it's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future. Even if I could, it would only serve to hinder your efforts. Harkon would likely sense my return to Tamriel. The last thing you need right now is a trail for him to follow. Like Serana, I am a daughter of Cold Harbor, the vampire offspring of Molik Ball. My presence in Tamriel would simply double the risk that Harkon would complete the prophecy. The only way I'd even consider returning to Tamriel was if Harkon were not only to fail, but to be destroyed. You must understand, he's no longer the man I married all the time. He's obsessed, insane. Everyone around him fears him as they would a rabbit. For all of this to end, he must die. Remember that Harkon's not to be trusted.
I wish you could come with us. Glad we found the scroll. I wish you could come with us.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin. Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death. I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quanarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue. Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quanarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you. For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there. I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more. I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum. Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quanarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right. In my language, the Quanarin is the Vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle. You are the Dovahkiin, the Dragonborn. You may not be one of us in body, but you have earned the right to bear this title. There was a time when I called Tamriel my home, but those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
What's up? Yeah.
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority. I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Dylan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
What is it?
No, I tried to hit your stream.
Uh-oh, okay.
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
What is it?
So you sought the soul can for answer.
Yeah.
Not in hours to under the death of the one who safely.
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding.
On this game?
They had control of my mind, but
Are you
fortunately
talking
they
about this?
couldn't possess my
Yeah, it's
soul.
pretty good. It's real long. There's a lot of different parts. Right now, I'm in this like death world kind of thing. This lady next to me is a vampire, and her mother came here to get away from the father, who I'm about to go kill. This dragon is he was sent here.
Free?
And
No.
I don't know, it's real long.
Here too long, Panarin. The soul cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish.
My environment music.
I only hope
Can
that
I
you
what?
will allow me the precious moments of time there through your call.
Because I play some music and you cannot hear the music.
No.
Let me open YouTube. I want to try it. I mean, my mic here has it's not so loud. Like, you know what? Tap around the mic.
Yeah.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Well, I think it's also other voices than myself.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's fun or not. Let's see if I... Can you hear anything?
A little bit.
This is not that. It still has a sound. Do you know that your stream is like are you using the television sound?
Uh-huh.
You know that that's going to make your stream like echoing, right?
Is that why it echoes?
So there's two sound. One is from
Where'd you come from?
YouTube, and the other is from your mic.
Oh, hell.
That's why there's double like echo.
I see. I was wondering about that.
If your television is not loud enough, it's fine. I mean, it's not loud.
Right.
The volume of the television is kind of loud.
I see.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change him.
Yeah.
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I'm just going to some fun.
Do you see this?
You mean the light that's flying around
Yeah. It's a portal. Back to the normal world. I unlocked it a little bit earlier. I've done all this before though, but it was on the Xbox.
I see. That's an additional game. Oh, there's decoy. Awesome.
I get so turned around in this place.
insurance paid by your
Do you need something?
You have earned my trust, so I will share what I can. Her name was Valerka. She has been gone for so long now, I can only assume she has left this world one way or another. I will say only that we did not part on good terms. What else do you want to know? Serana and her mother disappeared long ago. I commanded every vampire in the court to look for them. But after centuries of searching without success, I lost hope. In my heart, I know that it was my wife, Valerka, who took my beloved daughter away from me. If I ever see her again, she will pay most dearly for that betrayal. What else do you want to know? Very well. When you first transform into a vampire lord, you will hover in the air. While you do, you will command the powers of blood and night. Descend to the ground, and you can attack with your claws and feed upon your prey to regain your strength. With experience, your powers will grow, and you will discover new ways to use them. As a vampire, you will gain new powers, but also a weakness to sunlight. With each passing day that you do not feed, that weakness will become more deadly, but your powers will also become stronger. Feed upon those who are sleeping, and your vulnerability to sunlight will diminish along with your powers.
I'm a loyal servant of the Lord of the Castle, and nothing more. Sit down and enjoy yourself. There's plenty for all. There's plenty for all.
Hello there. Another elf, I see. I'm sure Vilgalmo is sizing you up as we speak, trying to figure if you're friend or foe. He'll tell you what a monster I am, that I can't be trusted. You mark my words, it's him you need to worry about. If it'll get him closer to being in charge, he'll slit your throat without a moment's thought. Speak with Farron Santry. He has something for you. Mm-hmm.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about. Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this. I'm no fan of the sun. It could be better than this.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study, but more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. I don't know who told you that, but I'll do what I can. What we do have are plenty of books. I'll bring everything we have on them, but it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. He was an apprentice here at the college. Not very skilled, but got involved with a group of mages who took a liking to him. When they left, he took off after them, stole supplies and books from the college, I suppose as a way to ingratiate himself. Not enough to bother with. Archmage Aaron's approach to these things is just to let them sort themselves out. Although now it looks like you'll be doing the sorting. Good luck with that. Until next time. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear. Execution. That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim. The people of Skyrim have no appreciation for what we do here. Not that I care. I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful. All right, then.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Hundreds of years have gone into assembling this collection. If you're feeling adventurous, I'm always looking for someone to procure valuable books from some more dangerous locations. Well, all right. Here. I scribbled down the last place I'd heard about. Check it out, but be careful. Until next time. You need a book? You talk to me. Otherwise you're going to find yourself in a lot of pain. Let's just call it a difference of opinion with the college. They were interested in research that goes outside the bounds of what the college allows, so they were persuaded to leave. Of course I do. If I didn't, most of these books would have been burned to ashes or dissolved to nothing before the Third Era. Mages need to be reminded to be careful around research materials. I have a few things laying around that weren't worth adding to the collection. You may look through them.
Oh.